Honey, me and this light situation, we're not friends. So I had to wait till this morning because it was too dark last night. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. What's up? How you doing? Ray of Sunshines. We are reviewing The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 11, Episode number 2, South Peach. If it's your first time visiting my channel, hi. No, what up though? Go ahead, click the red subscribe button to become a Ray of Sunshine and the notification bell because they're like peanut butter and jelly and you don't want to miss a video I upload going forward. So, Portia crazy. Portia's crazy. Fortunately, we don't have to go person by person because for the most part they were all together. But we are going to pick up where we left off last episode where Portia's boyfriend Dennis was giving her a gift. Now listen, we all knew that it was not a ring. The box was way too big, but it was a roly with a dab ranch. Okay, I really wish we could have seen it up close because did it have diamonds? Did it have diamond? Was it diamond encrusted? You know, that costs a little more money. You know, all that bling don't come on a Rolex. If you didn't know that, then you didn't know about Rolex. Nonetheless, I think that her gratitude for it was very much appropriate. She did not look like she was disappointed because it wasn't a ring, but she knew that box wasn't going to be a ring. But she knew, oh, this was a good gift. This is a good expensive ass watch. I wouldn't have bought myself one normally. Hello, somebody. Well, they eat this fabulous dinner and she goes and puts on this badass dress, but it's choking her. Honey, she needed to get a little help to unzip the back. And don't be embarrassed, but see, you a little embarrassed because y'all really ain't been dating but 3 months at this point, right? So that's what the embarrassment is. But he was like, you look good in it. It's all right. I'm shocked he didn't say like, well, you like getting choked, but maybe that's not what she liked. TMI, whatever. But they had a beautiful surf and turf dinner with some asparagus, and then we're headed out to the club. Well, Portia was like, not tonight, boo. Let me change into something more comfortable. Let me change into club attire. He came back. She realized, I don't have time to be wasting. Because I know she wanted to go put on some old nasty lingerie, but she was like, I don't have time. All this dessert she laid across that bed. You know what? Fuck them and feed them fish. Yes, indeed. And I don't mean in the negative sense. If y'all ain't never heard that word or that phrase, I'm dating myself. That normally is for a negative connotation. When someone pisses you off or you don't want to deal with them anymore, you just say fuck them, like fuck you, and feed them fish. But I'm talking about fuck them and feeding fish. Anyway. Well, when we wake up the next day, he has yet another beautiful birthday gift. It is a diamond encrusted pendant. And I'm all like, okay, Dennis, I see you. You was good for the gifts. Come through, Dennis. Like, I mean, if you like that kind of stuff. I don't know if I'm big on jewelry. I would have took that Rolex. I would have took the pendant too. But I'm not really a big jewelry kind of girl. So that doesn't really excite me. But I thought they were very thoughtful gifts. And her reactions were appropriate. Now what wasn't appropriate is the fact that she wanted to use his toothbrush. Child, first off, you didn't bring your toothbrush with you on this trip you knew you was going on. And you didn't bring no razors knowing that you was going to be in Miami where your underarm was going to be showing. Girl, Portia, I could slap you for that. Like, that is the nastiest thing. Don't get mad at him because the toothbrush he wouldn't got you was too soft. You say, let me use your toothbrush. That is so nasty. I understand we swap and spit and you doing all kind of other nasty stuff with this man. But listen, you got tartar and food decay all in between them teeth. Child, you got beautiful teeth. Use your own toothbrush. And maybe Dennis does do it when they back at home. But he don't want the world to know he nasty. That's nasty. You can't use my toothbrush. It is an individual item. It is a personal item. That is something that I cannot share with you. Okay? Hello, somebody. Well, I think she was embarrassed and just let it go into a little mini argument. Their first argument. 3 months in, their first argument. I don't know. Is 3 months too soon for an argument? Quite possibly. Oh, y'all can't really see my eyes. I love these glasses though. Let's take these off. And I didn't switch wigs on you. But 3 months for a first argument might be a little bit soon. And then it was one about him being gone all night. Well, y'all in Miami. He dicked you down. He put you down to sleep. Good night. Gave it to you. Okay? And you complaining that he went out to the bar you wanted to go to. Oh, what happened was probably you woke up and he was gone. You woke up, he was gone. But he did respond to your text messages. And not only was he was gone until 4:30 in the morning. Oh, that's what the problem was. It wasn't that he went somewhere. It was the fact that he dicked you down and left you sleep, sprawled out across that bed. Child, that's not something to argue about. You could have a comment or a discussion or conversation, but not to be mad about. And considering you guys are still only 3 months in, some stuff that you can work on. He's still in his single frame of mind. He is still really technically single. You ain't married, you're single. You shacking up, you're single. He just your boyfriend, he's single. Y'all live together and y'all ain't married, he's single. Just like you, sis. Okay, nonetheless, I was proud of her for apologizing the next day and him so graciously accepting the apology like it was nothing. No big deal, babe. But I'm with you, Portia. Hide your crazy, girl. It's too soon to have your crazy out. Hide your crazy. Hide it fast. Okay? Quickly. Really quick, we saw Nene conversing with Portia on the phone about her upcoming trip. She was excited about it, even made mention of maybe possibly meeting Dennis during the trip. Maybe she would take him with her to the comedy show. And then Nene talked about how Greg was the one urging her to continue. She was going to probably cancel the tour, but to continue with opening up her shop and with the tour, just so that there's some normalcy in her life. And y'all, that is a big deal. And most people who have some type of debilitating illness, cancer we're talking in particular, at least that's from my experience, they want their spouses or their supporters, their caregivers to still have some normalcy. So do stuff that you would normally do, and I want to do stuff that I would normally do. I don't want to feel like I'm sick. I don't want to feel like I'm having a hard time. I'm a fighter. So now here's a mashup. Everybody together, okay? We see all the girls in the limo, the van limo. What are those things called? Caravan limo, on their way to the hotel. They're having conversations. Look like they're bonding really well. But Marlo, with her messy ass, messy Marlo, is like, well, we're going to be on our best behavior, Candy. You know, because we remember last season, Marlo and Portia had a bit of an issue. Marlo is very aggressive, though, with her issue. And we know that Portia is a fighter, but she had been going to anger management. Honey, I was ready to see them throw them dukes. Portia's a fighter. Marlo's crazy. I like the fact that when they got to the hotel, to cut down the confusion and chaos that the ladies have about whose room is what, who's getting the bigger room, where you sleeping, X, Y, and Z, she went ahead and doled out the rooms. Put everyone's name in a room and with a little note. It wasn't even no, I hope you enjoy your stay, thank you for coming. It was really stupid. Like, a lot of it was like, hey girl, hope you enjoy your room, XO, Portia. Where it should have been like, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you helping to support Nene. This room was chosen specifically for you. Love, Portia. But then I'm grown ass woman. Probably would have had, you know, a little fruit, little flower, little something in there, like they normally do. Or is that on like the Housewives of Potomac? Anyway, and them is grown ladies. We will be reviewing Housewives of Potomac. Let me keep going. Marlo was super extra about the room being too small, but that's because she be having a million bags, and I don't know why. 2 bags maybe. I know we carry a lot of stuff. I thought about that with Portia. When he last episode told her, why do you got all these bags? Well, we change our clothes a million times, especially if you're going on a trip with a man. You got something you need to lounge in case you need to run down to the convenience store or the casino or the shop or the beach or the pool. You got to have something for all those occasions. I gotta have something that I'm gonna be real sexy in. I gotta have something for the club. I have to have something cute to walk around in the daytime. We might change our clothes like 3 or 4 times. I'm gonna just be honest. And anytime we have sex and then we go and take a shower, we changing our clothes. I'm just gonna be honest. So that's why we have a lot of bags. But Marlo takes the cake with 6 bags. But I guess maybe she's being prepared for everybody. Just in case this don't feel right, this don't fit right. Just in case. So we're going to give her a pass. But that's why she needed the bigger room, honestly, because she be having too much shit and she needs to lay her stuff out like she going to be there for a couple days, for a little bit of time. But she switched rooms with Portia later on, saying, oh, I thought you were going to stay with your boo or in the other hotel. I didn't know you were staying with us. I also thought that that was nice that Portia would say, I'm going to go ahead and stay with my girls. It's your birthday trip. You there with a man that you love. He seems to be okay with it. Maybe he had business there. I don't know. Because I'm just like, I want to sleep with him. I want to wake up in the morning to him. Especially the way she in love. That's 2 minutes of just ranting. Well, then we see all the ladies pull up at the show and Portia meets them there. And they're excited to see Portia. She actually hugs everybody and it seems very welcoming, including from Candy and from Marlo. And she tells them, well, I'm going to go in first so that it's a surprise. Nene knows that I'm coming, but she doesn't know that you guys are coming. So she goes in and sees Nene, and Nene, she laughs, do her little, twerking or whatever, because Nene loves the ratchetness of Portia. And I'm going to just be honest, because she's fun. It makes Nene smile, it makes her laugh, and it probably reminds Nene of a young her. Okay, remember Nene was a stripper. She probably was like, yes, Portia, honey, I can do it, but not like that no more, legs cocked open. But I like Portia. And so she's fun to be around. And then surprisingly, all the ladies come in and it feels genuine. It's reality TV, so we never know if it's staged. They may have had to do that take 15 times. But it seems like they may have caught it on the first one, at least the reaction of Nene, because she looked extremely happy, extremely excited. It would have been good if her tear ducts in the back started watering up and her eyes started watering. But I know she was glad to have them there to support her at her show and for the opening of her business. And so we see Portia. We know Portia, honey, is saved. We know she come from a family of believers. And as such, her intercessory prayer on behalf of Nene and of Greg was very on point. I love when she prays. She did it a few seasons back, maybe more than a few. But I'm glad that they decided to capture her with her skills. Okay, she really has a nice voice. She really speaks well. I like Portia. How many times I'm gonna say that this episode? I'll probably say it a lot unless she changes my mind. But I seem to like her a lot. Even when she be fighting, I don't be thinking she wrong. I like Portia as a person. Nene's show starts without a hitch. I like Melanie Camacho and Lonnie Love. They are both very funny women. I don't know the other 2 women. I really couldn't see who they were when they were in the hallway and Lonnie started crying about Greg. And just, she really likes him. He's like a brother. And I really want him to be well. And that was sincere, her tears. And, I cry every time they start showing stuff. And it looks too familiar to something I know. It's something that we all have dealt with. If you have not, I'm so glad. I pray that everybody in your life continues to be healthy. You have good wealth and prosperity, because baby, it is something that no one really wants to experience. Anybody having a sick loved one, period, is hard on you. Anyway, I digress. The seats didn't look as full as I wish they had been. You saw a few empty seats out there, but nonetheless, it was a good show, and I know those ladies were funny. They go up to the rooftop for drinks and appetizers or food or whatever. And they're going to make fun of Portia like we need more than this. That ain't Portia's fault that that's what the tacos look like. She was not expecting that. I'm absolutely sure of it. She was not expecting a little mini tacos. Child, I'm sure they ate something more, but they didn't show us. And then they were headed down to the rooms because she asked, how y'all like y'all rooms? And most people said, okay. Marla didn't say nothing. And Marlo said, I like my room. Girl, I don't don't think Eva likes Marlo at all. I think that they are going to butt heads because everything, but maybe Eva is really being Eva the Diva this time because she has something to say about everything Marlo is doing. Before they go down and check out the rooms, Kandi asked Portia what else did she do for her birthday. And Portia graciously just said, hey, I've been here a little bit of time. I came with my boyfriend. He bought me some jewelry. Somehow they got on the conversation about marriage. I cannot remember, but Kandi gave her some really good advice, friends or not, which was let them take the lead on talking about marriage and pushing for marriage. You don't want to overpower it because, baby, they will walk away on your ass. Especially if it's something that they're not ready for. From what we can see, it looks like Dennis is well prepared for it. Like Dennis might really love her, or is this his MO? I can't wait to really find out who Dennis is through the eyes of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Because you know it's all chopped and screwed. But I can't wait to see what the little kiki and ha-ha in the background noise is, because you know it's going to be some. Now they go down to the rooms. And Portia finds out that Marlo has moved all of her stuff into the room. And I'm so proud of Portia that she didn't just bow down and be like, girl, yeah, go ahead and stay in here. I can go into the smaller room because I ain't going to be here. No, I'm glad she said, girl, if you don't get your stuff up out of here, let's go through the elevator and go downstairs and take your stuff back in your room. Like, I was really, really here for that. Like, you ain't finna punk me. You ain't finna take my room. But Marlo said, I didn't think that you were staying here. And that seems reasonable enough. I'm going to give her that. I don't know if I gave it to her when I talked about it in the beginning, but I'm going to give it to her this time because maybe she didn't realize that she was going to stay there. Maybe she thought that she would only be here momentarily or be visiting, and this room was just for the girls to socialize in. So we wake up the next morning and everybody is calling their respective loved ones, honey. We see Eva talking to Michael. Don't look at little Mikey. Where's Marley Rae? They don't want nothing to do with her. You know, like kids do. Eva just wakes up beautiful, don't she? And then you see Miss Cynthia talking to her boo. I think his name is Mike too. And she makes mention about Portia having someone that she seems to be serious about, and Mike says it's good to be serious about somebody, and it kind of sparks something in Cynthia. You know, I don't know, does Cynthia want to be in a committed relationship, y'all? She be giving me vibes like in one breath, I'm not really ready, I want to live my life a little bit, and in another breath she is wanting to be in a committed relationship. She may be one of those souls that prefers committed relationships, and that is okay. She take a little time to yourself, what you have done, you know, date a little bit. But she is one of them souls, I think, that really likes the commitment of it all. Let's keep it going. We get to Kandi, who's talking to Todd, who is being Mr. Dad, talking to Ace. They getting ready to go to the park, and he gonna ride his motorcycle. And she begins to mention Portia's boo. And she says something to the effect of, yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but I heard about who she's dating, and I know a few girls he's dated in the past. Bingo. In the past. We all have a past. Kandi, before Todd, you had a past. We all have a past, and those women will have their thoughts of him based on the relationship that they had with him. So some things you just kind of let stay in the past, especially if it's not coming into your relationship and affecting you. I don't think it matters. So like Todd said, Kandi, stay out of that relationship. She's like, I am. You know, it seems like she gonna take it slow, and that's good because I heard about him. Whatever you heard about him don't affect my relationship. Maybe he's a new person. Because we know that users, players, when they meet the right people, they do change. They become different type of men. And you be looking like, he didn't treat me like that when he was with me. Nah, because he didn't really like you. He wasn't really ready to settle down. You weren't the woman that he wanted to be with, but this woman is. I have learned to accept that. You went on and you got married to somebody. That's the person you wanted to be with. That's not who you didn't want to be with me. That isn't what the commitment was with me. With me, you wanted to have a good time. So when they meet the right people, they do the right thing. That's how I feel in my spirit. Well, when we get to Portia and Marlo, I was glad to see that they had made amends. It looks like Marlo ended up going out with Portia and Dennis the night before. She met Dennis, was the first one to meet Dennis, and I don't know how that's gonna fare because messy Marlo is very much so messy. Is she gonna be like ka to all the other ladies? But she said that she liked Dennis, that he was all right with her, and probably because he didn't have no problem spending his money on whatever they was doing in the club. He was probably having a really good time, probably knows a few people. So I'm sure Marlo really didn't have any reason not to like him. And I don't know why Portia would even ask what she thought of him. Because when somebody says to you, oh, I don't like him, or I heard, or he seems to be, you're not going to want to receive that. So quit asking, and I'm talking to you too, quit asking your friends, your associates, what they think about your man. My question is, what do you think about your man? How do you feel about him? Keep your eyes open, no rose-colored glasses. But like I said, my favorite part was that they had made amends, you know, and that they realized they really didn't know each other, and what the fight that they had was one that wasn't of any value. So now all the ladies are getting ready to go and support Nene in her business venture, the opening of Swagalicious in Miami. We find out that the stores are actually going to be inside of a hotel, the Royal Palms. We found that out the night before, actually. But I thought that that was very much so a smart business move, especially in Miami. It's like being in Las Vegas. You might need something quick, fast, and in a hurry. And if there's a shop inside of the hotel you're staying in that has what you need, you definitely gonna go buy it. Miami is good for that. Miami is, you need something. Oh, I need something cute to go out to the beach and the pool with. I need something for the club. You know, and it's for the more urban woman, okay? So if you're not an urban woman, Swagalicious is not for you. Swagalicious in the name would tell you that it's not for you. So it is for the urban woman. And she said she had something for everybody. The ladies seemed to really like her shop. Her grand opening was really packed and bustling with people. And I was glad that they were there for her, especially when things got a bit overwhelming for Greg, like they do. That was such a familiar scene, being somewhere where there are a lot of people and then having to go and take a break because it's getting too hot. I'm getting overwhelmed, I'm getting dizzy, I'm feeling faint, I need to go get some fresh air. I don't give a fuck how hot it is outside. I'm feeling too claustrophobic. It's too much. It's too much excitement. So I was glad that the girls were there to help support her in taking care of Greg, helping him cool off, helping him to just relax a little bit, because that took some of the pressure off of her, considering her business had just opened. Even though she had people in there, her team was in there handling the business. It just feels good when you have that kind of support. My club sisters were very supportive with me in the time of need with my husband. So I know that those women rallying around her right now was really, really important to her. And they genuinely do love Greg, just like they genuinely loved my Greg. So that really much covers the entire episode. Let me know down below in the comments what y'all thought about this episode. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 11, episode number 2. Before getting out of here, if you haven't done it already, that red rectangle, it's the subscribe button. Click it, and the notification bell next to it. Also, give me a thumbs up because you like me, so that I know it's real. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll see you on the next video.